And I have a surprise for you. Dominic! I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh. If you don't... Yes? That... You know your own strength. Oh, wait. Kind of a nutcracker guy. Wait for it. Earl, what will you do? 5. Feeling. Oh, there it is. Oh, no! Your leg is the life you made! Right there. You killed... Clear through.
You will. I got her.
So let me do...
Wish you not now pop out. We spin it now. Get caught outside. Ground through the alley.
I just, and of course, you know your dad. Yeah, Project I've been working.
Sitting there thinking, man. When I mess this ship thing really ain't for me.
Of your own cash and sole responsibility. Back to me.
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm sorry. You okay?
God's eye is just people we love. This is bigger than just...
We gotta go. I got eyes on Uncle Mo. No. Nope.
Bring us down.
I can't put her down. There's really nowhere to land. Good to see you. We'll be touching down 5 clicks west. Careful! Shut the f***. Shut up. Dante has little B.
Welcome. I mean, you know, except for me.
Good shot.
It has to be you. Thanks for
Get your son.
coming to the next barbecue.
Pulls away. Take the surface.
Amazing.
Now let's finish that driving lesson. You okay?
Did you know you're showing off in front of your son? Exactly. What? Cavalry. See that?
Can't protect them all.
Oh. You think everyone's gonna end? No.
That's the real power.
Well, looks like our partnership's off.
Dominic, you become a real saint. Family.
You stay dead.
My snacks. I'm gonna fight you.
And this is gonna end.
They're trying to kill me too. What do you think?
What? You got...
They like to fix. Is there air conditioning?
Steady.
I hear.
Seems like you got this covered. What do you need me for?
No.
It'll have to do.
I'd stay down if I was you.
I just want to...
All right, you know what to do.
Just you. Hard finding good help these
All right, everybody. Wait, hold up. Agreed on that.
You said you wanted to get that.
Back is...
We're locked inside. And a what? Oh, shit, what happened? That was awesome.
They're stealing our truck.
It's near the forum.
No idea!
What happens if it goes? Station, countless lives lost. Look who's here. You right.
We're being remote controlled. There's a bomb.
Stop that truck. Sorry, Captain.
Yeah.
Drive it.
The bomb is out. We got this.
Small terrorists. Their images have been. Oh, I remember I saw your family. Leader. Can't wait to see you get out of here. Hey, papaculo.
Little nobody, you're up.
detonator now.
I got it. Transmit cellular interference through your phone.
Lady!
How much longer?
Ramsey, how'd you...
Explosion. Reduce its power by 10
Miss me by that
He's gone.
business.
Dom, he armed.
Me. Vatican's within the blood.
Change your plans. You okay?
Me? Who the hell were those guys?
Remember that.
Libby, you're gonna go with Uncle Jake.
I know what you're thinking, and yes, I'm just so impressed you've saved so many lives. I'm watching you, Dave. I'm gonna who will you choose? You gotta see.
This race is.
Hey guys, today we're diving headfirst into the high-octane, gravity-defying, and frankly, logic-defying world of Fast X. The latest installment in the saga where cars are just a suggestion for propulsion. We kick things off with a literal blast from the past, rewinding to the epic vault heist in Rio from Fast 5. Remember that whole dragging a giant bank vault through the streets with two Dodge Chargers shenanigan? Well, turns out that wasn't just a fun day out for Dom and Brian, as they're busy turning Rio's infrastructure into a giant, expensive mess. We get a glimpse of the mastermind, Hernan Reyes, absolutely fuming. But more importantly, we see his son, Dante, a dapper, slightly unhinged individual, watching his empire crumble and his father meet an untimely end. The seeds of vengeance, it seems, were sown amidst the smoke and twisted metal of that very event, creating a villain whose flamboyance matches is deadly cunning. If you like this sneak peek, hit the like button and subscribe. It's the best way to support the channel, and let me know you want more. Fast forward a bit, and we're back to Dom's favorite pastime, a good old-fashioned family barbecue. The sun is shining, the grill is sizzling, and the whole crew, Dom, Letty, Little B, Roman, Tay, Ramsey, and Han, are all together, looking like they've finally achieved that elusive normal life. Little B is running round, full of energy, and Dom is, for once, not actively destroying a city block. It's all very wholesome, a delightful calm before the inevitable storm. However, because this is the Fast Saga, tranquility is always short-lived. A mysterious package arrives at Dom's door, and a video call from the formidable Cypher pops up on a laptop. She's injured, clearly on the run, and drops a bombshell. Dante Reyes is coming for Dom, and he wants to dismantle his family piece by piece, slow and painful. The casual clinking of glasses suddenly sounds like the ominous ticking of a clock. Cypher, usually the epitome of cold, calculated malice, is surprisingly vulnerable here, her face bruised and weary. She lays out Dante's elaborate revenge plan with chilling precision. He's not just after Dom's life. He wants to unravel everything Dom holds dear, turning his greatest strength, his family, into his ultimate weakness. This isn't just about a big explosion. It's about psychological torture, a slow burn of destruction designed to make Dom suffer. The warning resonates deep within Dom. The easy laughter from moments ago fades into a grim determination. The family, the very thing he fights for, is now the target. It's a classic villain move, going after the hero's loved ones, but Danny's particular brand of theatrical sadism elevates it to a whole new level. Dom knows he needs to move, and fast, to intercept this escalating threat before it reaches his doorstep. Just as Dom is processing Cypher's chilling intel, Tess, the fiercely independent and resourceful daughter of Mr. Nobody, makes an entrance. She's got a mission, a real doozy involving a dangerous device, a MacGuffin if you will, that's being transported through the bustling streets of Rome. The stakes are, as always, incredibly high, with global implications because, well, it's a Fast and Furious movie. Dom, ever the reluctant hero, decides to take the mission, but not without leaving little B in the care of his sister. Mia, it's a bittersweet farewell, a quick hug and a promise to return. A little moment of tenderness before the chaos. The clang of metal on metal from a nearby garage reminds us that even in these quiet moments, the world is still a very loud and dangerous place. He has a feeling, that heavy, gut-wrenching dread, that this isn't just another job. He knows, deep down, that something much more personal is at play. The team, Dom, Letty, Roman, T, and Ramsey, roll into Rome, ready for action. They're on the hunt for a supposed computer chip, following what they believe are the agency's instructions. But almost immediately, something feels off. The package isn't a chip. It's a giant, spherical, rolling bomb designed by Dante. This isn't a retrieval mission. It's a setup, an elaborate and utterly insane game designed by a villain who clearly enjoys theatrics. The bomb is careening through the ancient streets of Rome, threatening the Vatican itself. The sound of its massive metal shell scraping against cobblestones, the screech of tires as they try to redirect its destructive path, it's pure, glorious chaos. Dom and Letty, in a desperate attempt to avert disaster, try to redirect the rolling menace, but Dante is always several steps ahead, orchestrating every move from a distance with a chilling smile. The bomb, a marvel of destructive engineering, is hurtling towards the Vatican. Dom, with Letty by his side, is in a frantic chase, trying everything to stop it. They hook onto it, drag it, push it, all while navigating the narrow, historic streets. The screech of their tires, the metallic clang of chains taut against the bomb's surface, it's a symphony of impending doom. Dante, meanwhile, is reveling in the chaos, his face alight with a manic glee as he remotely guides the bomb's path. Ultimately, despite Dom's heroic efforts to redirect it into the Tiber River, Dante forces its detonation just outside the Vatican. The resulting explosion is devastating, a colossal roar that rips through the ancient city, sending a shockwave that rattles buildings and eardrums. Dante, the puppet master, then swiftly leaks fabricated footage, framing Dom's team as the perpetrators of this horrific act. The world now sees them not as heroes, but as global terrorists, their names plastered across every news channel. The betrayal stings, not just because of the accusation, but because of the sheer audacity of Dante's plan. In the aftermath of the Vatican bombing, the global response is swift and brutal. The agency, now under the command of the unflappable Ames, declares Dom and his entire crew international terrorists. It's a jarring shift. One minute they're unofficial operatives, the next they're public enemy number one. Their faces are splashed across every news channel, their names synonymous with destruction. Suddenly, every law enforcement agency, every intelligence network is hunting them down. There's the blaring of sirens, the frantic chatter of police radios, the relentless pursuit through the winding streets. Dom and Letty, always a united front, are forced to make a gut-wrenching decision, split up to increase their chances of survival. It's a desperate move, a wrenching separation that leaves a palpable ache. Letty, in a daring motorcycle escape, finds herself a precarious situation, her bike sliding and grinding against the asphalt as she evades capture. The metallic scrape of a near miss, the frantic revving of engines, it's a symphony of escape and impending danger. Letty, always one for a dramatic exit, makes a valiant attempt to escape on her motorcycle. She speeds through narrow alleys, the roar of her engine echoing, dodging bullets and weaving through traffic with her characteristic skill. But even Letty can't outrun an entire global agency. She's cornered, surrounded by a swarm of agents, their heavy boots crunching on the ground, the click of their weapons deafening. With a swift move, she's subdued, the sharp snap of handcuffs a harsh punctuation mark. Her journey then takes an unexpected and incredibly cold turn. She's transported to a remote black site prison, buried deep within the desolate, icy expanse of Antarctica. The biting wind, the endless white landscape, the stark, metallic cold of her cell. It's a stark contrast to the warmth of Dom's family. The isolation is palpable, a chilling silence broken only by the hum of the facility and the distant shriek of the wind. It's a truly miserable place to be. Even for someone as tough as Letty, this is where the narrative splits. With Dom fighting on the outside and Letty enduring a frozen hell. Meanwhile, Dom is on his own, a one-man wrecking crew, driven by a primal need to find Dante and protect his family. His signature black charger becomes an extension of his will, tearing through streets, the rumble of its engine a low growl of defiance. He follows the breadcrumbs left by Dante, a twisted trail of destruction and cryptic clues that lead him straight to Brazil. He's not just looking for vengeance. He's looking for answers, trying to understand the depth of Danny's madness and how to stop it. The sounds of tires squealing around corners, the blare of horns, the frantic shouts of people in his path, it all blends into a symphony of urgency. This isn't a mission. It's a desperate hunt, a race against time where the stakes are everything. Every turn, every close call, every moment of danger only intensifies his resolve. Dante may think he's playing a game, but Dom is playing for keeps. In the vibrant, chaotic heart of Brazil, Dom crosses paths with Isabel, a formidable street racer with a fierce spirit and an unexpected connection to Dom's past. She's Ellen and Nev's sister, which immediately makes her family in Dom's eyes, and she quickly becomes an invaluable ally. Isabel provides Dom with crucial information about Dandy's operations in Brazil, giving him a glimpse into the dark underbelly of the local racing scene that Dante now controls. She's tough, resourceful, and doesn't pull any punches, verbally or otherwise. The sound of tools clanging in her garage, the scent of oil and gasoline, the rumble of modified engines, it all speaks to a world Dom knows intimately, but this time, it's tainted by Dandy's influence. She's got her own grievances with Dante, a shared enemy that solidifies their temporary alliance, adding another layer of complexity to Dom's already convoluted situation. This new partnership injects a much-needed jolt of fresh energy and perspective into Dom's solo mission. Dante, ever the showman. Just when all hope seems lost, a surprising hero emerges, Jacob, Dom's estranged brother. Turns out, despite their tumultuous past, family truly is everything. Jacob, with his particular set of skills, which apparently include expert getaway driver and impromptu babysitter, takes Littleby under his wing. He whisks the boy away, the roar of his highly modified car a defiant challenge to Dante's forces. They're on the run, a frantic, cross-country dash, with Dante's relentless assassins hot on their tail. The constant barrage of gunfire, the shattering of glass, the metallic squeal of brakes. It's a terrifying journey for a young boy. But Jacob, for all his rough edges, proves to be a surprisingly tender protector. He uses every trick in the book, every high-speed maneuver, every evasive tactic to keep Littleby safe. The clack of his gear shifts, sounding like a desperate heartbeat. It's a testament to the enduring, if complicated, bond of family, proving that even a black sheep can be a shepherd when it counts. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew, Roman, Tay, Ramsey, and Hun, find themselves in a bit of a pickle in London. Declared terrorists, their assets frozen, they're essentially operating on a shoestring budget, which, for a team used to private jets and custom cars, is quite the downgrade. They're running from Ames and his agency goons, the constant whir of helicopter blades overhead a persistent reminder of their fugitive status. In a moment of sheer desperation, and probably because they had no other choice, they turned to the ever-charming, ever-resourceful Queenie Shaw. She's a woman who knows a thing or two about operating outside the law. And she, with her signature, wit, and a twinkle in her eye, provides them with new intel and, more importantly, a plan. The clinking of glasses in the dimly lit pub where they meet, the murmur of patrons, all serve as a stark contrast to the global manhunt raging outside. She gives them a fresh lead, a new direction, and a much-needed glimmer of hope, proving that sometimes salvation comes with a side of cheeky banter. Back in the frozen wastes of Antarctica, something truly unexpected happens. Cypher, the super hacker who usually just clicks keys, shows she's quite capable of breaking out of prison. She stages a daring escape from the black site, and in a surprising move, frees Letty. It's an alliance born purely out of necessity, a my enemy's enemy situation, as they fight their way through the heavily guarded facility. The crunch of their boots on snow, the muffled thud of punches, the sharp crack of breaking ice. It's a brutal ballet of survival against the backdrop of an unforgiving landscape. Letty, always ready for a fight, and Cypher, surprisingly agile, proved to be a formidable duo despite their mutual distrust. They managed to escape the confines of the base, emerging into the blinding white expanse of the Antarctic wilderness. The biting wind howls around them, a chilling soundtrack to their desperate bid for freedom, adding another layer of formidable natural obstacle to their already perilous situation. It's a truly wild escape, made even more bizarre by the unexpected pairing, just when Letty and Cypher are about to freeze solid. Trudging through the seemingly endless white desert, a truly mind-bending moment occurs. Out of the vast, icy expanse, a submarine breaches the ice, a metallic leviathan emerging from the frigid depths. And who steps out? None other than Giselle Yasher. Yes, that Giselle, the one who supposedly fell to her death many movies ago. The gasps you hear are not just from Letty and Cypher, but from the entire audience. It's a classic fast reveal, pulling a beloved character back from the brink, as if the laws of physics and narrative continuity are mere suggestions. Her reappearance is a beacon of hope, a surprising twist that adds another powerful ally to the growing resistance against Dante. The metallic groan of the submarine, the rush of cold air, the crunch of snow underfoot, it all sets the stage for a dramatic, unbelievable reunion. It turns out, falling from a plane isn't quite the end it used to be, especially if you have a submarine handy. Back on the European front, Ames and his agency goons are relentlessly pursuing Roman, Tay, Ramsey, and Han. The team, now equipped with Queenie's intel, finds themselves zipping through various European locales, from bustling city streets to quaint, winding country roads. It's a continuous cat and mouse game, with the agency always a step behind, but constantly closing in. We get all the classic fast action, cars skidding round corners, tires screeching against cobblestones, daring leaps over impossible gaps, and the inevitable, spectacular crashes. The metallic groan of twisting chassis, the sharp crack of gunfire, the frantic blare of horns, it's a symphony of a high-speed chase. Roman, of course, provides his usual brand of hilarious, panicked commentary throughout, adding a much-needed dose of levity to the otherwise dire situation. They're trying to figure out Danny's next move, trying to stay alive, and trying desperately to meet up with Dom. The pressure is mounting, and the stakes are getting higher with every mile they cover, proving that being a wanted international fugitive is exhausting work. Dom, following his own leads and a fierce paternal instinct, arrives in the beautiful, but now dangerous, city of Lisbon. The vibrant colors of the city are a stark contrast to the grim determination on Dom's face. He's narrowed down Danny's location, the scent of his enemy stronger than ever. What follows is another signature Fast and Furious chase sequence, but this time, it feels more personal, more desperate. Dom's Charger roars through the historic streets, the engine a powerful heartbeat, the tires gripping the asphalt with a desperate fervor. The sounds of metal clanging, glass shattering, and distant shouts punctuate the chase. He's not just driving, he's hunting, every maneuver calculated, every turn taken with lethal precision. He's closing in, the distance between him and Dante shrinking with every passing moment. The air crackles with tension, a palpable sense of impending confrontation building with every meter. He's a man on the edge, pushing himself and his car to their absolute limits, knowing that his son's life hangs in the balance. Jacob and Little B, still on the run, find themselves in a truly dire situation. Danny's forces have finally cornered them on a desolate stretch of highway, the drone of pursuing vehicles growing louder and more menacing. It's a terrifying moment, the metallic rasp of weapons being cocked, the chilling realization that there's no escape. In a powerful, heartbreaking act of self-sacrifice, Jacob makes a decision that will forever change the Toretto family dynamic. He tells Little B to run to meet Dom, then rams his car, fully loaded with explosives, directly into Danny's pursuing vehicles. The resulting explosion is colossal, a thunderous roar that echoes through the landscape, sending a shockwave that knocks people off their feet and illuminates the sky with an orange glow. The sound of twisted metal, the searing heat, the sheer force of the blast, it's a devastating display of selflessness. He creates a path for Little B to escape to Dom, a final, heroic gesture that proves he truly is a Toretto, willing to do anything for family. The emotional weight of this scene hits harder than any car crash, with Little B now safely by his side. Dom, his face etched with grief and fury from Jacob's sacrifice, drives towards the massive dam where Dante awaits. The sheer scale of the dam, a colossal concrete wall holding back an immense body of water, creates an imposing backdrop for the impending climax. The powerful rumble of Dom's Charger as it speeds across the desolate landscape is the only sound, a relentless, determined beat. There's a palpable silence in the car, broken only by the occasional sniffle from Little B, clutching a small toy. Dom is focused, his eyes scanning the horizon, knowing this is the endgame. This isn't just another chase or another fight. It's a father's desperate stand against a madman who wants to steal his son's future. The air feels heavy, pregnant with the tension of the coming storm. The dam is more than a location. It's a symbolic wall, a final barrier between Dom and the destruction Dante plans for his family. Dante, still reveling in his own twisted genius, stands atop the dam, a silhouette against the immense structure, and reveals the horrifying full scope of his master plan. This isn't just about Dom. It's about a global network of destructive devices, all controlled by him, all designed to cause chaos and suffering on an unprecedented scale. And the dam? It's the grand finale for Dom and Little B, a watery grave from which there's no escape. He intends to trigger the dam's collapse, drowning Dom and his son in a cascade of water and concrete. The metallic click of a remote control in his hand, the chilling sound of his voice echoing over the vast expanse of the dam, describing his grand scheme with gleeful precision, it's pure villainy. Dom watches, his grip tightening on the steering wheel, his jaw clenched, as Dante gloats about his supposed victory. The sheer audacity of the plan, the cold calculation of it all, makes the hairs on your arms stand up. Dante has truly upped the ante, turning a personal vendetta into a world-ending threat. Just when you think things can't get any worse, Fast X pulls another fast one. In a truly jaw-dropping moment, Ames, the seemingly stoic and by-the-book head of the agency, reveals his true colors. Turns out, he's been working for Dante all along. The betrayal hits with the force of a wrecking ball, a truly unexpected twist. He turns his agency forces, who were supposedly hunting Dante, against Dom and Little B, effectively cornering them on the rapidly crumbling dam. The metallic clang of weapons being readied, the shouts of commands, the sudden shift in allegiance, it's a moment of profound shock and despair. The air crackles with tension as Dom realizes he's been played, manipulated by someone he thought was on his side. It's a bitter pill to swallow, adding another layer of treachery to Danny's already elaborate scheme. The good guys just got a whole lot smaller, and the bad guys got a whole lot more powerful, leaving Dom with seemingly no way out. The dam, unable to withstand Danny's calculated assault, finally gives way. The sound is cataclysmic, a deafening roar as concrete crumbles and millions of gallons of water are unleashed in a furious torrent. Dom, with Littleby strapped in beside him, is plunged into the churning abyss below, his car tumbling amidst the roaring deluge. The metallic shriek of twisting metal, the deep gurgle of the water, the sickening sensation of falling, it's a terrifying, visceral experience. They're caught in the merciless grip of the flood, their fate hanging precariously in the balance. As if that wasn't enough, Dante then detonates to fuel tankers that crash into the chasm, creating a massive explosion of fire and metal that engulfs the area where Dom and Littleby have fallen. The screen goes black, leaving us on a truly gut-wrenching cliffhanger. Did they survive? How could they possibly? The Fast Saga loves its impossible escapes, but this one feels particularly dire. It's a frustrating, exhilarating, and completely fast way to end a movie, leaving us all desperate for the next installment. The abrupt cut to black is a punch to the gut, a final, chilling note. Just when you thought it was safe to breathe, the movie hits us with a mid-credits scene that's pure fan service. We see none other than Luke Hobbs, looking rugged as ever, about to enjoy a peaceful meal. Then his phone rings, and it's Dante, and boy, does Dante have a bone to pick. He reveals that Hobbs was the one who actually pulled the trigger on Hernan Reyes during that infamous vault heist. The metallic ring of the phone, the sudden tension in Hobbs's posture, the chilling calm in Danny's voice, it's a perfect setup. Dante warns Hobbs that he's coming for him next, effectively pulling him back into the family drama. The groan of Hobbs's muscles as he tenses, the defiant look in his eyes, it all signals one thing: The Rock is back and he is ready for a fight. It's a genius move to bring back a fan-favorite character, ensuring that the next movie will be even more explosive and personal. If that's even possible, and because one surprise isn't enough, we get a second post-credit scene, confirming the unbelievable. Giesel is not only alive but thriving. We see her leading a team, looking just as fierce and capable as ever, presumably on a new mission. This hints at her larger role in the unfolding narrative. perhaps even connecting to the mysterious disappearance of Mr. Nobody, the confident stride of her boots, the crisp sound of her commands, the determined set of her jaw. It all points to a character ready to jump back into the fray. Her survival isn't just a convenient plot device. It's a significant development that reintroduces a powerful, intelligent, and much-loved character back into the fold, promising even more twists and turns for the future. It leaves us with a thrilling sense of anticipation, wondering what grand scheme Giesel is now entangled in, and how her return will impact Dom's already chaotic world. So there you have it. Folks, Fast X in all its bombastic, family-centric glory. This film truly pushes the boundaries of what a car movie can be, embracing its own brand of over-the-top spectacle with unapologetic enthusiasm. It explores the enduring power of family, not just by blood, but by choice, and reminds us that even when facing unimaginable odds, that bond can be a source of incredible strength. The sacrifices made, the betrayals endured, and the sheer will to protect those we love resonate deeply, reminding us that courage isn't just about winning a fight, but about standing firm in the face of absolute despair. It leaves us with so many questions, so much anticipation, and an undeniable hunger for the next chapter. The journey of Dante Toretto and his crew is far from over, and if Fast X is any indication, it's only going to get wilder, more emotional, and even more impossibly epic. What an exhilarating ride, and truly, the road ahead for this family looks more challenging, more heart-wrenching, and more thrilling than ever before. We're all buckled in, ready for whatever comes next.